Right, the objective today of the 12th trip in 12 weeks is, first of all, we've got a group going into the void, which we first explored with Ian and Dan last week? No, 2 weeks ago. And so a couple of objectives there. Right at the end is a hole where we believe we could get down, but we weren't certain we'd get back up again. So we're going to rig that with a ladder to go down. A couple of people are going to do that. There's also a dig at the end we want to have a go at. We need to survey and tape the passage. So we've got quite a big group that we can manage that. If the cave continues, we'll obviously carry on enjoying a bit of new exploration and survey as we go, and film, of course.
Yeah, so we've got all the water now going down the top sink. Nothing is going down the bottom. The pipe there is totally dry.
But as soon as a big storm comes, we need to get another tank in there or some form to secure that, because otherwise all that work will be lost. You know, all the work that we've done.
So first trip in this year, is it, Paul?
It is the first trip for me this year, yes. I've been wanting to come, but the water levels have not exactly suited my how I wanted it to be. So hopefully today, go in and it'll be reasonably
perfect levels at the moment.
On
the way
looking, yes. Hopefully we don't get any rain today. It'll be good. I read the article yesterday in the paper, and I thought that was very good. A good job. I think the GB News that Tim did, I think Tim did a wonderful job considering everything that was going on with clueless freaking presenters. And to start talking as they did about crime in caves, well, crime in caves.
Yeah. Today's the day, Paul.
Well, could well be,
So I'm at the far end of Paleo Paradise, where we got to a couple of weeks ago. And there's a sort of constriction here where the roof sort of dropping down in a low arch with a nice pile of mud, which we'd like to try and preserve, but a few flakes of rock and we might be able to get through there. So got a lump hammer, going to see what we can do and whether we think there's a way through. That's the way on there. We get someone small in there. We may find if it goes on or not. Matilda's gone through.
Yeah, Matilda's up there at the end.
And she's digging out the next bit, yeah?
Yeah, she says it gets bigger, is what I've heard. I'll pop up. There's a nice little bit.
If you go up and take the lump hammer with you, Joel,
yeah.
There is a sort of flake on the right, which you've probably got your hand on at the moment.
Yeah, this.
That might come off from that side.
Okay.
The hammer. It's coming. Yay! There we go.
Nice.
Ooh, nice one.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going up.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it does.
It gets big.
Yeah.
All right.
Woo.
It's hard work.
Yeah.
That was snug. Holy shit. So, through the dig which Ian kindly made large for us, you end up in a small little chamber. And at the other end, there was another dig which Matilda had a good go at. It was kind of just more of this mud, but then lots of rocks on top, and you could see up above the rocks into big space. was very tempting. And there's a draft in there for sure. Moved all the rocks out, squeezed through, it was very tight, made it wider, and it carried on for over 10 metres to the end, down another like climb down and up, and the mud just meets the ceiling. There's some rifts going off at the end, but I can't really tell where the draft disappears to. Maybe up tight rifts in the ceiling, I'm not too sure. But yeah, nice little dig. Satisfying.
Today, 119 metres.
Nice. What, 119?
119.
Oh,
Cool.
well, we said over 100 metres, didn't we?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's good. There's definitely another 100 in just the mazy bit that we've done.
Oh, what? Through that way?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And have you found a main way on there?
Yeah. But we turned around
Okay.
to come and get Ian and
bless
get a
you.
camera. Well, I did a fair bit.
Yeah.
But
As you do.
running
Why
around,
not?
there's some really awkward climbs in there. It's quite tight, and you've got to bridge up through up some tight rifts. But
Lovely. It had to go when I left my food back at the...
That's a huge deposit there.
Because all I'm going to do is go round there now. I think that'll be fine, guys. So yeah, good stuff, that. And then this, this mud bank is all protected.
Oh yeah. We're in a rift here, it's all very cosy. My welly, which I actually borrowed from John today, is a steel toe cap welly, has got stuck in a crack in this slippery rift, and Dan's trying to get it out at the moment. Pass it, so go with the crowbar again.
Yeah. Ah, sorry.
The worry is if it gets dropped, it's going to go down there, and we're not going to get it out again. Oh, don't let go of the welly, Dan. And this is why I don't normally wear stuff.
Oh, here it comes. Yeah.
Hey.
Yes.
Right, keep hold of it, keep hold of it. Hang on.
Well done.
Right, just a
You,
sec.
want, well, you have the crowbar.
The welly has been rescued, and I can put it on my foot. I didn't fancy coming out of the cave without a welly. That was well and truly jammed, wasn't it, Dan? Well and truly jammed.
Yeah.
pops out
Yeah.
into some bigger stuff, but then it gets a bit more awkward, rifty, traversing and climbing again.
I'm sure I heard Thomas said like big stomping passage.
Yeah, at the very end.
Yeah, we keep climbing up.
Come through those traverses and popped out into this passage. Behind me is a tight climb up, but it carries on for about 15 metres or something. It splits and gets a bit broken down, but this is where I could hear you digging, Ian, on the other side, so I reckon that it probably connects through some way or another, but we couldn't find any way through. But there's this lovely little phreatic tube at floor height, which goes, and we turned around at the end of it where it pops out into another big passage. So on we go. We're heading north. So this is where we turned around.
There's climbing calcite down on the floor. There's a passage goes on.
So we're now where you got to, John.
Yeah,
this is
this is where me and Matilda
this is all
turned around. So
now
kind of
new cave from here.
where John is. Yeah.
There's a big passage going off that way.
There's also a big hole down behind us somewhere in the floor
Yeah, that's where I am.
where Matilda's.
Yeah, it's all pretty loose, that stuff, isn't it?
It's a diggable way on down that way.
Well, I think I opened it.
But he thinks he's opened up, and there's a blind alcove up there. He's just going to go and check out. Come in.
Fairly human size this, but Matilda's going to have a look.
Oops.
Oh,
So. Nope. Dead end.
What can you see, Ian?
well, sort of dropping on down a hole, and it's following this rift down here. Right, it's into a rift,
Yeah.
but looks rather tight. If you stand very still, because if I go under there, that's only held up by luck
And magic.
and magic. And it's a little bit dodgy here.
Okay.
All this stuff is really just hanging in this rift, so don't move. Right, so John's just come down that climb, and up here behind him is where we did see down before. But you're going to have a quick look up there, are you, and just see if you see
Yeah.
anything?
Yeah, that's completely blind. Well, yeah. Climb back down.
Okay. Well, worth having a look.
Worth a look.
And then on the floor here, our old friend cryogenic calcite in abundance. But what I thought was pretty special is the roof up here, which has got some fantastic scalloping in the crease there. That's just like this pocket up here that
Yeah.
would have been phreatic and would have had the water just slowly bubbling away up there, I'd have thought.
We are in the collapse.
Yeah, just mind the loose stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I've just seen a geode pocket
Yeah.
just there. I'll get Matilda to point to that in a sec.
Yeah.
Yeah, just around this corner, Matilda. Just to your right, about 2 foot now,
Yeah.
there's like a geode
Oh, I
pocket.
can see it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wow. Good. Wow. Oh. It has a bit of pink in it. Oh. May I take a picture?
Yeah,
Oh
in
wow!
there.
Nice.
And directly above your head, Joel.
Oh yeah, that there.
There.
That's lovely. That's got like proper square-shaped crystals in it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's really nice. You'll have to have a look at that on there. Oh, that's so cool.
Don't move.
You want the light?
Go to the next station.
Oh, this is quite. Yeah, probably, yeah.
How many metres today, Tim?
2:30. Nice. And we haven't finished yet, we've just got a bit more to do. Plus the mud tube, but yeah.
Yeah.
You'll do at least 250, maybe.
Yeah, we might get 50 out of the next lot, because, I mean, there's the way round to the left, there's the way down the bottom.
Yeah.
Look out for geodes, look out, well, you can see where the...
Not very comfortable.
It doesn't look easy, that.
Yeah.
Give me a shout if you need me to come in underneath.
Yeah. Just need to lift that right knee at some point. I'm a little bit scared of putting my weight like this.
Good. Good. Is it only there because she knows that you came down?
Yeah. Yeah.
You.
Well done.
Yeah,
Please.
Not the most comfortable one.
Does it go?
A little bit, yeah. Let me see. Yeah.
How was it?
Bad. So it continues for maybe 5 meters and then it goes back on itself. There's another rift just next to it and it's full of mud.
Okay.
So not worth it.
But we never would have known if you hadn't gone up there, you see.
Yeah. Well, you can
So,
leave me here now.
John, you right filming as I get, because Matilda's going to need a hand down here,
Most probably.
because you were really sketchy going up all of this.
Yeah.
And I thought, "Fucking, I'm filming, I should be underneath. I did then move. So yeah, if you want to face in, I think probably
Yeah.
again, and I'll just take your feet till you can come down and things. We'll just see how we get on. We'll probably kind of come down to here in a minute.
Yeah. Okay.
We need to come down onto my knee.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so. Get that such out.
Yeah, you're almost down with that.
Yeah? I'm sorry, yeah? Thank you.
There we go.
Nicely done.
Lovely.
Was it worth it?
No, it wasn't.
No.
It's our work, isn't it?
Yeah.